Okay, so now I want to give you some tips on downsizing your home. People do downsize for various reasons. Sometimes it's to simplify their lifestyle, sometimes it's to reduce costs. Obviously, costs of living have gone up dramatically lately, and we are seeing a few more people that are needing to downsize. So here are some tips on that. Defining your goals. You need to figure out why you're downsizing. Are you wanting to move closer to family and the area that they live is more expensive and you need to downsize? Is it because you're simply trying to reduce costs, or is it because you're trying to have that more simple, easy living lifestyle? Once you've defined those goals, it will make it easier to determine exactly what you're looking for. Creating a budget. I think this is even more important when you're downsizing because you are trying to save money and you're needing to reduce costs. It's more important to look at the condition of the home and really get it checked, because the last thing you want is to be downsizing due to costs and the house end up costing you a lot more money down the track due to renovations. Decluttering, and this is my favorite. I actually loved decluttering myself. It just gives you a sense of freedom, and especially when you're downsizing, it's really, really important. So you need to figure out what you need and what you want, what you can give away, what you can sell, and start doing this early so you've got a lot less items to move. Prioritizing your essentials. So when you're moving into a smaller home, it's really important that you figure out the features of the home that you want, the things that you're buying, the new items. Obviously only so much can fit in this small home, so it's really important that you figure out what is actually essential. Measure and plan. This might sound silly, but the bed that you've got in your house at the moment might not fit in your new place. Your sofa might not fit comfortably. So these are the things you need to think about, because they're all going to come into your budget as well if you do need to buy new furniture to fit into this new smaller home. Consider location. Obviously, again, you know where you want to be, you know where you want to live. You might be looking at downsizing to a smaller house. It might not be possible. So maybe open your options to townhouses and units. There are some really great ones depending on the areas, but consider those usual factors within that neighborhood as well, like schools, amenities and transport, just as you always would. Think about your future needs. So as with upsizing, you need to obviously look at growing family, teenagers, living downstairs, all those sorts of things. It's the same when you're downsizing, but you need to look at things like changing mobility, as you age, your health, what that's going to look like. Generally, people who are downsizing because the family have moved out and they need a smaller home. So think about, do you need stairs? Do you need a house on one level? All those sorts of things are important as you age. Downsize your lifestyle. I really like this one too. This is a case of maybe making your life a little bit more minimalistic and losing a lot of the material things. This will make you feel a lot better and will open the space in your smaller home. Plan for storage. This is really important. You may have seen the show Tiny House Nation. It's a really great show. It gives so many good ideas. I think it's on Netflix, with how you can actually maximize the storage. So it's things like pull down shelves, opening beds where you can actually put storage underneath, dining tables that fold out. Those are the sorts of things just to maximize the storage that you could do in your new smaller home. Be emotionally prepared. That might sound a little bit strange, but when people are downsizing, it can tend to be a little bit more difficult. Maybe you've got attachments to some personal items that you've had over the years, some furniture that's been handed down over generations, and maybe in your new home you don't actually have room for that. So it actually can be quite difficult to downsize. So obviously think about these things carefully. Take your time to figure out what's important to you and what's going to be really hard to let go of. You might want to take those pieces with you and eliminate other pieces. So talk to family and friends, get some emotional support, because this could be a hard time. Remember that downsizing can be your opportunity to simplify your lifestyle. So with careful planning, you can ensure a smooth process to move into your wonderful small home.